thank you for bringing your kiwi. That's really cool, really cool. All right, team, we've got we've got two beautiful kiwis in our audience today who both make beautiful kiwi sounds. So see if you can spot them, Ellie. Righty-ho, team. So today we're going to read a series about Kapai the kiwi. I don't know if you've heard this story before, but it's by Uncle Anzac. So I don't know who Uncle Anzac is. That's called a pseudonym. But it's a very cool story about a little kiwi called Kapai, who's not always the cleverest kiwi in the world, but things generally work out okay. Righty-ho, so I'm going to show you the pictures there. Kapai is a kiwi who only plays at night. Kiwis never learn to fly, so they stay out of sight. Oopsie. Kapai is from Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud, home of the mighty All Black team with haka, brave and proud. That's why I thought we could wear our All Black colours today. One day, as some birds flew by, Kapai stared and frowned. He felt so bored and lonely being stranded on the ground. So he crept out of the bush and jumped into the valley. But of the times he tried to fly, he simply lost the tally. So tally is the score or the number of times. Poor Kapai. He crossed the bridge at Tauranga and headed for the beach. So that's called the mount, when people go to the mount in Tauranga. As Kapai dodged between the cars, the brakes went screech, screech, screech. It's causing a bit of havoc up there, isn't he, in Tauranga? I went to Tauranga for the first time ever this year. It was very cool. Kapai loved this special place, all sun and sand and light. Yee-ha, this is so awesome. No more hiding in the night. The little kiwi took a dip and dug for tasty pippies. He met all kinds of people, surfies, fishermen and hippies. Tauranga is a place they have lots and lots of people who like to surf, a bit like St. Clair. When Kapai set off looking for a place to have a sleep, he tripped and really flew across a bird piled in a heap. Or a great big bird, gasped Kapai as he fell. Is your wing pakaru? Pakaru means broken. You don't look very well. He doesn't, does he? You can call me Goonie, the albatross replied. Got hammered by a massive storm and very nearly died. Poor Goonie. Kapai sussed the tattered wing and felt for broken bones. Then up popped Tamatea, who had heard the big bird's groans. He's a bit far away in albatross because we have albatrosses in Dunedin, but there's not very many albatrosses in Tauranga. Oh, someone needs to turn their microphone off. Rose, can you turn your microphone off, honey? Kia ora, bros, he said. Hey, you don't look the best. My whare's near, so come for kaimoana and a rest. So whare means house and kaimoana means food of the sea. Yum, the best food. Tamatea, with Kapai's help, got Goonie on his back. Gently does it. Off they set for home along the track. I don't know that Goonie's looking very comfortable, is he? Never mind, he's being carried, which is a good thing. Tamatea's whānau numbered round a dozen. And any one you didn't know, you simply called a cousin. At Tamatea's whare, they all came rushing out. Hey, where'd you find these manu, Tama? What's this all about? So manu is a word for bird. Now the birds were whānau. In other words, they belonged to the family. And soon the whole town heard how Tamatea and Kapai saved the battered Goonie bird. A puku full of tasty kai had Goonie looking bright. He said, let's tramp New Zealand while my wing is coming right. Doesn't that food look delicious? Beautiful shellfish. They headed off together through the fauna and the flora, and when the new mates looked behind, the whānau waved, kia ora. So that's the first book, which introduces us to Kapai. And look at how many books they've written in the series. There's heaps. So I've got another couple just so we can read them because I thought we'd have some time. And this one here is called Kapai Bungee Jumps because I thought this is nice. It's about our place in Otago. So we'll carry on. Kapai is a kiwi who cannot work out why. Kiwis are a type of bird, but oddly, just can't fly. He's a bit obsessed with not being able to fly, isn't he, poor old Kapai? Kiwi have a moi. Moi is asleep. Kiwis have a moi at the first peep of the sun. But Kapai, he's different. He wants to have some fun. Now, Kapai has a friend, Tamatea is his name, and these two go adventuring, and life is just a game. Wouldn't it be fun to have your own pet kiwi? Tamatea, says Kapai, can you teach me how to fly? Let's try a workout exercise and kaha giving pie. I don't know that eating pies is going to help him to fly. If only I could find a way to soar up through the sky. Let's ask our dear old Uncle Slim. Come on, eat up your kai. Uncle Slim's a bus driver. He's full of laughs and song. He's on his way to Queenstown. So he takes the guys along. Look, he's got his guitar on the back. I'll drive you to a river that's colder than a fridge, where people sort of learn to fly by jumping off a bridge. Doesn't sound sensible at all, does it? Slim told them many stories as they headed south together. Then Kapai saw the lofty bridge and nearly flipped a feather. Oh, your Kapai's flying as well up there, Sophie. Standing out upon the edge and looking down so far, Kapai was whakamā and wore a worried frown. Oh, I didn't read that one at all. Let me try that one again. Standing out upon the edge and looking so far down, Kapai was whakamā and wore a worried frown. That was better. Squeezing Tamatea's hand, the bungee cord grew tight. Uncle Slim stood laughing because he knew they'd be all right. Safely tied together with the knotted bungee cord, they counted tahi, rua, toru. Everybody roared. Your Kiwis are enjoying the story. Oh, your chickens. Alison's, I don't know if you can see the chicken. Yo, cuz, they yelled as one and flew right through the air. Too late to worry now, Kapai. You're on your way down there. I did it. Yes, I did it. I finally learned to fly. And now I know how Manu feels sailing through the sky. Tamatea was happy and Uncle Slim was rapt. They'd all watched little Kapai. How the Bungy people clapped. And as they drove the long way home, Kapai could not sit still. The king he was of bungee jumps. Wow, it was a thrill. Kia ora, little Kiwi. At last you learned to fly. Kia ora, Tamatea. And Uncle Slim, Kapai. Do you know that when I was a wee bit younger than I am now, I did a bungee jump in Queenstown. It was crazy. You have to ask me about how it went. It didn't go well. Never mind. Some would ask why you would, but there you go. I felt like it, so we did. Righty-ho, I think we've got time for one more. I've got two to choose from. I've actually got heaps to choose from. We could do the Cody trees or we could do Kapai's capital visit. Do you think we should go to Wellington or should we go to Northland? Wellington? Thumbs up for Wellington. Thumbs up for Northland.
Wellington.
Right, Wellington it is. Easy peasy. Righty-ho. Kapai's capital visit. We might have another day of Kapai because I've got lots of his stories. He's very cool. Let's hear about Kapai going off to the capital city, which of course is Wellington. Kapai woke one morning. Was someone calling him? Yes, there outside were Goonie, Tamatea and Uncle Slim. Hey, wake up, little Kiwi. Kia ora, climb up here. We're heading off to Wellington. A capital idea. That's a little play on words. So soon the team was on the road in Slim's big yellow bus. We'll stay with Cousin Pippi there. She's room for all of us. And heading through the ranges, Kapai could only stare. This Wellington, the capital, exactly what is there? You'll see a beehive at this place, but not a lot of bees. This beehive, see, said Tamatea, is full up with MPs, plus cable cars and ferry boats and stormy old Cook Strait and winds that blow you inside out. So keep your head down, mate. And so at last the bus pulled up to park on Lambton Quay, with Pippi there to meet them, and such a lot to see. I'll show you fellas round, she said. Tamatea grinned. Be careful, little Kapai, just remember about that wind. So off to Government House they went, and then to Parliament. The wind was getting stronger. They could see what Pippi meant. They met the Speaker on the steps. Kapai was whakamā. While Pippi looked around, the wind was starting to alarm her. And as Kapai stepped up to shake the famous Speaker's hand, a kaha gust swept up the steps and made it hard to stand. Like his little necklace is being blown around, isn't it? I'll lift my wings to balance, thought Kapai in despair. The whooshy wind swept underneath and up into the air. And up flew Kapai in the windy city breeze, up above the beehive, shouting, "Someone help me, please!" Your Kiwi's flying up in the air, isn't he? The mates were open-mouthed, and the Speaker said, "This is absurd. Has no one told that Kiwi he's a well-known flightless bird?" But off and up flew Kapai, far out above the strait. Then Goonie spread his wings and shouted, "Coming for you, mate." And over, under, head first, tail first, little Kapai flew. Poor Neki looked great if he'd a chance to see the view. Then Goonie to the rescue. "Just hang in there, Kapai." The mighty albatross swept like an arrow through the sky. "I've very nearly gotcha. Now hang tight, Hoa. Phew. And now to find a place to land. Look, that thing there will do." Hoa is another word for friend in Te Reo Māori. So down the two mates spiralled, Kapai feeling lucky very to light upon the main deck of the steaming Cook Strait ferry. The passengers looked on amazed. "Be quick," the captain ordered. "We've two important VIPs. It looks like we've been boarded." It's a bit like pirates boarding the ship, except I don't think they're pirates. So all the way to Wellington, the cameras clicked and whirred around the beaming Goonie and this flying, flightless bird. And on the wharf at Lambton Quay to meet the Aratika, all Kapai's mates were smiling, and they'd even bought the Speaker. Then while the ship was brought around, and as the dock was nearing, the captain honked the hooters, and the passengers were cheering. How many of you have been on the Cook Strait ferry? Yeah, I've been on the Cook Strait ferry, but I don't travel very well on the sea. I turn a bit that colour, I turn a bit green. It doesn't work well. The Speaker cleared his throat and said, "I must say this, Kapai. It isn't very often that a Kiwi gets to fly, but when you're next in Wellington," he smiled and looked around, "I think you might be safer keeping both feet on the ground. So if you've had enough excitement, join me if you please." And off the six friends went for tea and kai at Bellamy's. Bellamy's is a restaurant in the Beehive that all the politicians go and eat at. Here's a picture of, well, it's all the words that were used in there that were special to New Zealand, special to Te Reo Māori in New Zealand. So there we go, Kapai Kiwi, perfect timing finish. And look, I've got a whole heap more of his books, so we might have another Kapai book later on as we go. Now, tomorrow, it is Wednesday, middle of the week. So I have a special book for us to read tomorrow. Can you see? You watch the title. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wacky Wednesday. So we're going to have a bit of a Dr. Zeus themed story time tomorrow. Wacky Wednesday. Let's see if we can see some wacky. I've got no idea what I'm going to do with this one, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. Wacky Wednesday hairdos. Can we do some wacky hair? I'm sure we can. All right. Lovely to see you all, team. I will see you all tomorrow with your Wacky Wednesday hairdos.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too. It's lovely to see you.
Bye.
Take that chicken away, Ellie.